Hi and welcome to step 3 out of a 5-step process to help enable your business to attract, create and retain hugely valuable customers that love what you do, want more and more, and recommend you strongly to others. So step 3 is all around how you become the right solution, the best solution for these people who will become your golden customers and create 8 times their own lifetime value for your business. So watch the video and find out what needs to happen to create these customers.
Step 3, which is all about powerful propositions. And effectively what this is about how you become more valuable and make your business much more valuable to those most valuable customers that we've been talking about and identifying, so that they love you. Okay? Right, let's look at how you do that. Let's go back to these raving fans. How do you create them? But there's another big piece of research that was done recently that said this: the 2 biggest things that create strong recommendation in a business, first one is surprise, so surprise customers, and the next one is delight them, exceed their expectations. You know, we're all consumers ourselves, yeah? We've all experienced this. If you're in a negative situation, you're in a customer situation, it's been negative, you respond very positively when a brand exceeds your expectations, apologizes and more than compensates for the negative situation. Best time to create an advocate or a raving fan is when there's a negative situation and you can exceed their expectations, you can surprise them. So don't think all is lost when you've got people out there that aren't happy. That's a great opportunity for you to turn them into these promoters, these advocates, these raving fans. So how do you do this? How do you create that surprise and how do you create that delight? Well, let's just look at your proposition, your value proposition for the moment. What you're offering. What are the components of this? Well, of course, products, the services that you provide to wrap the products around, the people in your business, you and others, your team, the channels that you choose to go to market, the environments that you choose to create. And that's just not just about your showroom, is it? It's about online, it's the channels online, the website. You know, if you're exhibiting somewhere, it's your exhibition stand. That's how you go to market. And of course, the prices that you charge for your services and products and proposition. Now, what I want you to do is to think about, actually, you're not in the business of selling kitchens, bathrooms, or bedrooms at all. You are in the business of creating experiences. People don't buy a kitchen, they buy a living experience, don't they? That's what they're buying. So that's what we need to create here. Give them an experience. So what do you start thinking about? Don't think about value for money anymore. Don't think about whether your business is providing value for money. That's not the question. The way to reframe your thinking and put yourself in a stronger position is to provide value for experience. Okay? It's different. It gets you thinking in a different way. It gets you in a position where you can start to create surprise and delight and create more strong recommendation. So how do you do that? Okay, let's go back to step 1. Look back at your sweet spot. What defines your sweet spot? When is it? Why is it? We covered that already. Go back to that. That's your anchor point. And you want to be in that sweet spot for as long as you can. Then what you do is go back to the audiences. You said these are the most valuable customers that we want to attract. What are the realities that these people are dealing with? What's their problem that you're going to go solve spectacularly well? That gets you to the right proposition. Not just a good proposition or a good offer, but absolutely the right offer for those people. And don't worry if you go, hang on, I've got 3 groups here, Chris. How am I? What do? Do I make it one offer for all 3? No way, you don't do that. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to be the right solution for each customer group. Take a second, think about a different topic altogether. Virgin Atlantic, flying across the world, yeah? Who are their most valuable customers? Highest ticket purchasers, upper class, and the most frequent travellers. Yeah? Not, crucially, just the high ticket purchasers, but high ticket purchasers who are most frequent. They're the most valuable customer groups. Then you've got families going on holiday. Then you've got people who want to step up from economy, but they don't want the upper. So highly surprising, then you've got upper, premium economy, and economy. Each of those classes are specific propositions there to delight specific audiences. Completely different. You know, when you're going on holiday with your family, the holiday starts on the plane, right? So what do? Orientate the best entertainment on the plane to delight those customers. If you fly upper, it's wherever you're going to, from to where you're going to, not airport to airport. It just so happens to be airports in the middle of that. Seamless experience, enabling you to do things that you've not been able to do before. Crucially, setting new standards. I'm giving you this example to remember it so you can apply that to your business. And it means you become the right solution for each of those three groups, not an average of all three. That's crucial. Okay, so here's the formula then. Sweet spot, plus anticipating and responding to these customer groups and what their needs really are, and what they desire and what they really want. Do it your way. So when you've got these three components in place, then you infuse it across your whole customer experience. And this is what I did with the Extreme guys. They really got hold of this. And we reinvented the way that they created their experiences for different customer groups. What we did, it's a reminder. So this is all about truly unique kitchens and living spaces inspired by you. So we create extraordinary living spaces that are uniquely personal to you. Luxury kitchens, studies, bedrooms, and dressing areas that lift your spirit and remind you of your most treasured memories. So this is really high-end target audience, okay? So how do you give those people something that they haven't got? Tough challenge. Designed an experience for them that was very different. Right from the first connection, when they showed interest in the business and the brand and what it had to offer, it was a very different journey that they went on to get to spectacular end results. Oriented about really understanding what they needed, what their realities were in their world, and responding to that. So these are screen grabs from the Extreme website, so you can look at these afterwards if you wanted to. But notice, a design experience is the way it's positioned. And this is all about connecting with them. And effectively, this is all about creating, and I'll show you here, I'll read this for you, creating a design that is uniquely yours and capture what is most important to you and your family. Our design experience empowers you to become the key influence in the development of your design so that you have the freedom, professional guidance to create what you truly desire. It's a very powerful message. It empowered these high-value customers to be part of a really enjoyable, exploratory process of magical moments in their life and how that might inform the design idea behind these spectacular living spaces that they were going to have created for them. But crucially, it allowed the experts and the designers to have freedom, to step back, and the client to feel connected. So this was an experience, and when I talked to you before about creating value for experience, this is an example of what I talked about. Okay, so let's just show how that starts to come about then. Look at this, times in people's lives. Remember, these are high net worth individuals. A night in Iceland, a whole bedroom dressing room area created around the spectacular skies and experience they had in Iceland. Memories of the first goal in polo, and a whole kitchen living space created with all the cues of polo and everything around that and that experience there to remind. Look, a visit to Windsor Castle, an inspiration at Windsor Castle. This is a very different proposition, unique to each customer. I'll give you some examples here. Look, memories of St. Petersburg, spectacularly brought alive in a kitchen. Very different. A couple here that went to love the big national parks in America and were inspired by these huge, great stone arches, and that was installed into their kitchen in London. Stepping into the air on one of these big walkways out with massive drops underneath in Canada. These are big moments in people's lives that form the basis of the design idea and connecting people to it. And there's more here. You know, kitchen as art for a pair of artists, how that was brought to life. So you can start to see what this brand is doing is giving people what they've never been able to have or do before. Really strongly emotive stuff, worth a lot.
So no matter what business you're in, the route to huge success is to create valuable experiences that make your business the absolute right solution, the best solution, better than any others for these most valuable customers. That's what helps create these golden customers that are hugely valuable to your business. So let's move on. Let's look forward to step 4. And step 4 is all about how you bring it all alive and how you make it work hard for your business. So watch video 4.